Evening everyone, welcome to tonight's video. First off, I think thanks actually to Harry for the video last night. I'm not just saying this because he's my boss, but actually it was quite inspirational to watch it last night. We have no idea actually what each other are really going to say, other than some of the themes that obviously come through during the day for teams. But I've been with Community Pharmacy Scotland for coming up for 10 years now, which is a long time, but actually it's easy to see now. I need to be reminded actually one of the major reasons for me joining CPS 10 years ago was Harry. I knew Harry before, in a previous life when we both worked for Boots, so I knew him quite well beforehand, and I've obviously got to know him even better over the last 10 years. If you're looking for an element of vision, reasoning, with a bit of compassion thrown in, that's certainly Harry's leadership style in my experience, which I know myself and many of my colleagues have benefited and thrived from over certainly my time at CPS, and I'm sure their time as well. It certainly helps give the team here at Community Pharmacy Scotland that belief to be better, to do better, and thanks for that last night, Harry. That was very powerful. So I just wanted to reflect and broaden the conversation a bit to other pharmacy circles wider than community pharmacy for a minute, but I will come back to where community pharmacy fits in terms of my belief with this context later. You'll have all seen in the news the Louisa Jordan Hospital unit and hospital being built at the SACC site in Glasgow. It's a truly remarkable undertaking in the times that we're currently in the midst of this pandemic crisis. I have to say it's been a privilege to get a glimpse into some of the conversations going on with fellow, NHS leaders, if you like. In Scotland, the directors of pharmacy once a week on a call with Rosemary and themselves, and you do get a glimpse into the challenges that our NHS colleagues are facing in secondary care and the managed service. Although I'm primarily there to support with input from a community pharmacy angle, I do pick up on much of these issues, and it's eye-opening. We of course know that the best outcome for everyone would be that the Louisa Jordan Hospital would not be required, but we know unfortunately that it will be, and it's due to be operational next week. The scale of the task in supporting this facility falls on all the healthcare professionals who will staff it, all the support team members who will help and enable these healthcare professionals to do their job well, in what will be, I'm sure, unimaginable circumstances. I listened to Gail Caldwell, the Director of Pharmacy of Greater Glasgow and Clyde, and I've known Gail for a long time as well. She was Director of Pharmacy in Forth Valley when I was a pharmacist, in terms of delivering frontline care day in, day out, which I still thoroughly enjoyed, still deliver at the weekends, as you guys know. And she was outlining some of the requirements and some of the challenges, as obviously this falls within the Greater Glasgow and Clyde locality. Now, I have to say, although the locality is Greater Glasgow and Clyde, the staff and infrastructure and support will come from across all the health boards. It's really going to be a pan-health board effort, and Gail was outlining that as well. To do this in a few weeks is frankly a remarkable achievement, as I've kind of said, and it was great to hear the pharmacy leaders at the forefront of this effort. So obviously other healthcare professions are right down the centre of this, but pharmacy is well and truly in there. What the teams will go through in the coming weeks almost doesn't bear thinking about, but I salute everyone across all the sectors of our profession and beyond who will be doing this. I also noticed on social media that a message from Anne Thompson saying that the CEO of the hospital had a great shout out for the Greater Glasgow and Clyde pharmacy guys, and that's well deserved. I know some of them better than others. For example, Susan Roberts Susan's been putting a huge amount of effort in recent weeks, along with other guys from that team. So just hats off, guys. Thanks very much for that, and I wish you all the best in the coming weeks, and I know you'll do our profession proud through that facility alongside many of your colleagues in other health professions. So where does community pharmacy fit into this? That's where I kind of was coming back to. We've already done so much within primary care, as we've been talking about, night in, night out, to support the wider NHS. But in the coming weeks, delivering our NHS services across the country in non-COVID areas, so getting our medicine supply right, along with associated advice, more so than ever before, the extended mass, CPUS usage, ECS access for us to enable us to do these things better. To do this at an optimum level, as we do, is going to be even more crucial as part of the wider response at this time. And don't underestimate this as part of the effort. So partly what we've been talking about in terms of Easter opening and beyond is going to be even more important, and community pharmacy will step up to support the public and other colleagues elsewhere, allowing them to do their bit in hospitals up and down the country and in the new Louisa Jordan facility. We've proven ourselves in the last few weeks. We've more than proven ourselves as a pharmacy network, as pharmacy teams up and down the country. We've been recognised politically for doing this, and I know we will continue to do this. As the phrase Harry used last night, in terms of he was talking about the future, but again, this is our chance, and we are seizing it, so we will continue to do that. So thanks again, guys, and I just thought it was useful to recognise the wider NHS pharmacy family tonight, as much as certainly I'm immersed in community pharmacy, and that's certainly my passion, but my profession is my passion as well, so I think it's right to recognise that. So, shout outs, back to the shout outs. So I've had a shout out just for pharmacy supporting care homes at this tricky time. So we know the care home sector under immense pressure. So likewise, I'm sure our pharmacy colleagues and care home teams up and down in these pharmacies are delivering a welcome and valued service to these care homes at this difficult time. So well done, guys, keep that going. Another Boots and Airdrie now, I gave a shout out to Boots and Airdrie for their video the other night, but there's a few Boots and Airdrie, and it's the one in Bank Street in Airdrie, so shout out to the team there. Great stuff, guys. I know you are working flat out there and still delivering great services, so keep that going. One of the members wanted us to recognise Duncan, Neil and the Lanarkshire Addictions team for your support and responsiveness at this time, so thanks very much, guys, for that. And I'm going to go away from our profession again. We are part, along with our colleagues at the Royal Pharmaceutical Society, are part of a primary care collaborative group. It's a bit of a mouthful at times, actually. There's another word in there, but I've forgotten. I've left it out tonight. But a shout out to our colleagues at Optometry Scotland. So we're good friends with former chairs Frank and Nikki at Optometry Scotland, and Dave, who's the current chair there as well. So they've really been contacting us a lot to say, what can optometry do? So remember and have a look at your local emergency eye care situation. Any eye referrals, remember, you can send them to your local optometrist if they're there, and they will triage them appropriately. They want to take that burden away. So have a think about that, guys, as well. I know that the guys at Optometry Scotland know what we're going through and have been keen to try and help. Harry's question last night was around the original Starship Enterprise serial number for the Trekkies, and it was NCC 1701. So NCC 1071. And my question is tonight is a Billy Connolly quote. So complete this Billy Connolly quote. He says, "My definition of intellectual is someone who can listen to the William Tell overture without thinking of what?" So my definition of the intellectual is someone who can listen to the William Tell overture without thinking of what. So that's one related to the big yin. And just to remind everybody, we'll be we have support available 7 days at the moment. We're continuing to do that this weekend, and it's essentially going to be business as usual, as it will be for many of you guys stepping up on Easter Monday. So we are here to support if you need us. So have a lovely Easter weekend, everyone, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.